Today I have a Stoney Creek cigar. This is one of the cigars I picked up at the Apple Butter Festival in Berkeley Springs. I'll have a link to that video up here somewhere, and I'll also put it down in the description. And I want to talk about a thing called intermittent fasting. It's not a diet so much as an eating style, and it seems to be helping my wife and I. Anyway, let me get this guy cut and lit, and we'll see how this one goes. The last one I had, I smoked while I was grilling. And it was a pretty good cigar, but it was rolled backwards, so it started to unroll the further in I got it. Well, let's see how this guy does. I'm gonna use my torch out here. It's a Corona size cigar, has a Dominican filler and binder, and a Colorado red wrapper. Now, the last one I smoked was pretty good. But it got kind of frustrating because, again, it started to unroll on me. I got cream soda, because this actually goes well with cream soda. You know, the beverage you're pairing with the cigar doesn't necessarily have to be an alcoholic beverage. Yeah, I like beer, but and beer pretty much goes with anything. Now, first light, it's a nice smooth cigar. Has just enough body to keep it interesting, but not so much as overwhelming, which is the way the last one was. Yeah, tobacco. Lots of smoke output. Well, I'm going to keep going with this, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about intermittent fasting, and we'll see how this cigar is going. In fact, I might even time it if I remember to look at my watch. We'll see y'all in a minute. Okay, we're about 15 minutes in on this cigar. The ash just recently dropped off, as you can see. Excellent burn line though, but it's a little bit harsh. It tastes like it can use some aging, and that would smooth it out and would be a really nice smooth cigar. Anyway, let's talk about intermittent fasting. Almost forgot the word. I'm not talking about going days without eating or anything like that, but putting an interval of 14 to 20 hours between the times that you eat. Like, personally, I stop eating at 8 p.m. and I don't eat again until the next morning after 10 a.m. That does a couple of things. It cuts down on the late night snacking, which is pretty important. Oh no, it's starting to smooth out a little bit. We'll see. But apparently what that does is your body burns all the calories that you've supplied it, and then it has to go after the body fat to keep your energy up. Some people, they'll go on an early morning workout before they eat and burn more of the fat calories that way. Me, I just get up in the morning and eat. So anyway, my wife swears by it. She feels that she's lost some weight, or at least lost some body fat, and people have noticed it on her. I think personally that I'm starting to lose a little bit of the body fat, or the belly fat that I've left. I don't know, it's not a hard eating style to keep up. And basically my thing is, I've reached my weight loss goal, and I'm basically trying to maintain it. So that's another thing about intermittent fasting. It's supposed to be good for maintaining your weight as well. Anyway, we're going to keep it up for a while and see what happens. Meanwhile, I'm going to smoke this guy a little more. He's actually, it actually seems to have smoothed out a little bit. And we'll see how long it goes for. Okay, I'm about 40 minutes in. And it's actually kind of smoothed out a little bit. Still a little bit harsh, but not bad. Not too bad. Still putting out lots. I just got some smoke in my eye. Still putting out lots of smoke. But still a little bit harsh down the back of my throat. A little bit more about intermittent fasting. Now, like I said, it's not a diet per se, but you eat what, if you're trying to lose weight, you go on your caloric deficit, daily caloric deficit, and you burn calories, and then you'll lose weight as long as you're eating a proper diet. You know, you get your proper nutrition, then it works that way. This is just a way to kind of enhance that. Like I said, if you stop eating earlier, there's less snacking. Start eating later in the day, and you'll actually have less time to eat. But it doesn't mean you gotta try to stuff all the food you can in. Like I said, I'm basically on a maintenance diet, which means I try to balance my calories with my activity level, but still, I take about 14 to 15 hours or so of not eating, and then the 9 to 10 hours is when I do my regular eating. So it's not really a diet. You're not really fasting to the point where you're starving yourself. And I actually get used to it. I was thinking, you know, I'll be like watching the clock, you know, can I eat? But I don't. And in fact, sometimes the time that I could actually start eating comes and goes, and I'm just not that hungry. It's pretty cool. Anyway, this band, I'm gonna go ahead and try to take the band off of here. Whoop. There we go. Very nice. It's got like that peel and stick kind of adhesive on it. And it just comes right off. Kind of feels like printer paper. But whatever. It just tells me that the bands are printed in-house. But I'm going to keep smoking this thing. It's burning really well. It's got a really excellent burn line on it. And like I said, it's just a tad on the harsh side. Let's just try this. Not all that bad through the retrohale either. Not too spicy, not too peppery. And it has a nice medium body to it. Well, it'd be milder if it had some age on it. That's the thing. You know, it's the idea's in my head to get a bunch of these and just stick them in a separate little humidor or something and just leave them for a few years. That would be an excellent smoke by then. Well, I'm going to keep smoking this, see how long it takes, and we'll come back. I'm at a little over an hour on this now, and it's still burning great. Surprisingly long burn for a Corona. It started out burning kind of fast, but as I got closer to the end here, it slowed down. I don't see where I'll have any problem at all in nubbing this thing out. It's had a perfect draw all the way down. Still a little bit harsh. But I mean, I can hold it right there. My fingers aren't getting hot. Just a perfect burn. Well, I'm gonna nub this thing, and we'll see y'all in the next video.